Hi, it's Terry with Terry's Mailbox, and I'm so excited to be here on the Cut Cardstock blog today, presenting this fall-themed pillow box, gift box, or gift card holder. So the first thing I did was I started working with the Savoy 100% cotton cardstock. While it's not a watercolor paper, it does really well with holding on to some of the inks and things. I'm a big fan of smooshing techniques, and I've used some of the distress stains and the distress oxides here to create some backgrounds. So next you'll see the colors I created. There was the brown, there's the yellow that you just saw. Here's the red. Here's kind of a gray-brown type color. There's orange, and there's another green. And I plan to use these for my leaves for the top of the box. I then took a piece of the Savannah White Limba wood grain cardstock, and I used, again, the smooshing techniques with a walnut stain on my craft mat. And again, you just kind of mix it or, smoosh it on your craft mat, add some water, and then you kind of drag and pounce and, just move the cardstock around until you're happy with the background. And then, of course, I moved on using the tonic pillow dyes and pillow box dies. So you can see here I've got them, and look at all that dimension with that background smooshing. So I've moved on. I am folding over the attachment tabs, and I'm adding some of the red adhesive so that, again, it holds a little bit better when I do get the final box put together. So I've jumped back and I've decided to give those Savoy cotton cardstock more dimension. I'm going to go ahead and use a script background stamp, and I'm stamping it in brown, and I did this with all of the different colors. And then I use the Tim Holtz Fall Foliage Thinlits die and cut out all kinds of pieces as parts from the different colors, and then I will be storing those in a little plastic bin that you'll see here in a little while. But again, I have lots of options to put together, and so I ended up cutting just a stitched oval using the My Favorite Things dies, and I'm using that for my base. And as you can see, I'm starting to glue different pieces onto there in different layers, kind of an assortment of colors and leaves, and really trying to give the piece some dimension. And you can see the box up there at the top that's going to be attached to. So there's my parts bin. You guys do that? I do that all the time. I end up stamping extra flowers and leaves and pieces, and I've got all kinds of plastic bins stored in my closet where I've got different pieces as parts that I can pull out depending on the project that I'm working on. So again, just kind of adding some more color here. More dimension, using my Tombow Mono glue at this point to put it on. It's a nice white glue that holds really well. So digging in the bin again, found another red one. Decided not to use that piece. So again, cleaning up my little mess there. And I'm going to go ahead and just kind of shape the oval piece, and again use that Tombow white glue, and I've got it attached there, and we're going to let that dry. I love the fall colors. I just adore them. We live in a wooded area, and when the leaves start turning, it's just gorgeous around here. So here is the seam binding. I love using the colored seam binding on my project. So again, I'm using some of the distress stains and kind of the yellows and orange colors, and I've got that piece of seam binding, and I'm just spraying and wiping and spraying and wiping, trying to get all the color on there, and then we will dry it off. And you'll see me kind of squish it to make it nice and crunchy with lots of folds and dimension to it. So again, still kind of working on wiping the craft mat, getting it all up, and again, there I am drying it off. And so when it's completely dry, I'm going to go ahead and tie it onto the box. Just love these colors. Again, I'm a real absolute fall lover just because of the colors and the trees and the nature, and how cool is this? So I'm tying the ribbon on here, and I'm going to go ahead and fluff it up. And isn't that gorgeous? I love that. I can't wait to use that as a gift box here this fall. So again, thank you so much for joining me today on Cut Cardstock's blog. I'm so excited to have been invited to be a design team member. So this is my second post for them. I'm also on Instagram, Facebook, and Blogger.